So for this exercise, we have all these forces right here that is we're gonna use for the whole exercise. So we're gonna start putting the angle of F1 in the x-axis positive. So we have an angle F1 with the positive x-axis, which is of the angle, which is 30 degrees. We're gonna do the same for F2 for negative x-axis of the angle, which is 0 degrees. Same thing for F3, we're gonna name it F3. This is gonna be with y-axis, negative. It's gonna be 37, which is the one right here. And the x component of F1 is F1x, which is F1 cosine of the angle 1, which is this one right here. Okay, so the F1x will be 600 cosine of 30, because I'm trying to use this magnitude and this angle right here. Okay, so that gives me 30 newtons, and this is directed along the y-axis, positive. Okay, now we have the x component of F2, which is F2 cosine of angle 2, which is 200 cosine of 0, because we don't have angle here. And of course, this gives me 200 newtons. Okay, and this is directed to x-axis, but negative. Following here, we have y component of F2, which is F2 cosine of 0 again, of angle 2, sorry. So we're gonna have this one here, since it's y component, right? Okay, so this is gonna be 60 sine 0 degrees F2j is gonna be 0. Okay, so this one right here is an x component of F3, which is F3x sine of the angle 3, which is 37 degrees, which is the one right here. And this gives us 692.1 newtons. This is directed to the x-axis. And of course, negative. Now following this side, we have now the y component of F3. So this tends to be F3 cosine of the angle 3, which we can graph it like 1150, and cosine of 37 is give us 918.4 newtons. and this is directed to the y-axis, negative. So now the x component of the net force of x component. Okay, this is the sum of all the forces, of course. F1 plus F2 plus F3. All of this x. So we have 519.6 minus 200 minus 692.1. And so taking the component of the force along the plus x-axis as positive. So this gives us a result of negative 372.5 newtons for the force of x. Now, the y component, let me just highlight this a little bit. So now the net force of the y component is, of course, again, the sum of all the forces, but now in the f-axis. Which is 300, 0, and negative 918.4 newtons. Taking the component of force along plus y-axis as positive. Okay, so this gives me this product right here, negative 618.4. This is for the force of y newtons. So now the magnitude of the net force, I'm gonna put it in here. Magnitude of net force is F. I'm gonna put it right here. It's the root of fx squared plus fy squared. So since we already have those two values, fx is going to be negative 372.5, this is square, plus negative 618.4 square. We square those values and it's going to give me this big number right here. Plus this other huge number. Putting all the numbers, since after that I'm pretty sure I'm gonna like to round it. But it's okay. Okay, and this gives me the sum of taking this numbered root, it's gonna be 722.0 newtons. So this is gonna give us our answer for this problem.